Hello and welcome to the Sauce Scout webinar. My name is Santiago Suarez Ordonez. I am Customer Success Engineer at Sauce Labs, or how I like to call it, Sauce Ninja. I'm gonna be the guy that helps you at support at Sauce Labs, at support.saucelabs.com. Feel free to check out the forums and ask any questions you may have. Throughout the presentation, I'm just going to be talking for a while. If you guys have any questions, you should be able to write them through the GoToMeeting interface. There's a questions tab, and I'll be happy to answer those as soon as the presentation is over. So just write them there. I'll just tackle them all together at the end. All right. So what are we going to talk about in the webinar? We're just going to be covering what Sauce Scout is, what's its main goal, and then what all the features that you can use. We're going to be checking out videos and screenshots of executions from Scout. I'm going to give you some details on how to test internal applications. That's a pretty handy thing and something a lot of people think you can't do when you use browsers in the cloud. Well, it turns out that you can when you use Sauce Labs. And then we're going to go through easy sharing of results and how you send links to bug reports and videos of what happened to your coworkers. So let's just get started. This is going to be a pretty practical presentation. So first, let me show you our homepage, and you'll instantly see what Sauce Scout is and how it works. When you head to saucelabs.com, you will see our two offerings. We provide Sauce on Demand, which is Selenium automated testing in the cloud using real browsers. And the counterpart of that service, which is Sauce Scout, and the one we're here to talk about. Sauce Scout provides manual cross-browser testing using our browsers in the cloud. You don't even have to create an account to try out Sauce Scout. Basically, all you need to do is just go to saucelabs.com, put the URL of the website you're interested in. Let's say I want to check out, let's be original and choose google.com. Oh, basically I already have an account, so I'm taken to the real browser chooser. In our homepage, all you get is the option to test on IE6. Once you create an account, you get full control and you can choose any of the browsers we actually provide. They're all here in this list. Let's do it again and go for google.com on, let's say, IE6. I just want to see how broken Google is when I open it with IE6. As soon as you start this, we will assign you a machine in our cloud. This machine is booted from the ground up for you. There's no setup. No one else touched it before you do. It's just pristine, booted from a PM copy. And in this case, it has IE6 installed. So you can see that, well, you can basically see google.com from an IE6 browser. Once you have it running, you can just click around and type as if you did with your own computer. So I could Google for Sauce Scout and press enter, and Google will just give me all the different options. Hopefully Sauce Scout will be there first. Now in the top, there is a couple of handy tools you can use during your Scout session. There's a URL bar. The main problem that people notice with Sauce Scout is that copy paste doesn't work right outside of the box. The problem is with the BNC player that we're using, and the way we address this right now is by giving you a URL bar that you can type in. That's native in your browser, so that you can copy paste whatever you want. I'm going to do, for example, saucelabs.com, and as soon as I hit enter, the URL will disappear and will be sent to the browser. So you will see that now i6 just navigated to saucelabs.com. You can copy stuff in your computer and paste inside this URL bar without problems, so that will make things a little bit easier for you. There's also a timer telling you how many minutes you have remaining. In this case, I have 18. You can see it in my top right. And this will alert you when you're running out of time, because your session is going to be over, so that you can save everything and restart again. You can directly change the browser in the same way as if you started a new Scout session. This will close your current Scout session and bring you the new browser. And there's an interesting feature called bugs recording. If you click on the bug button on the middle top left of your toolbar, basically what is going to happen, we will take a screenshot of what the screen looks like right now. You can type a title and a description. In this case, we'll see Sauce Labs looks horrendous in i6. I don't think we care, but here's what it looks like. Yeah, you may have noticed that. If you guys are in i6, our website is not going to be the most perfectly designed thing that it's been for others. Anyways, once the bug is recorded, we can stop this session. Let's say I don't really need anything else from the browser. So you just hit the stop button on the top right. That will finish the session, and as soon as that happens, we will start processing a full video of the execution. Every step, every click, everything you did using the browser is recorded without you having to do anything. And we will keep a video of that execution indefinitely, so that you can come back and revisit or point people to the video. And as a manual tester myself, I have experienced that annoying bug in the past that happens once while you're testing, and then when you report it, you get a can't reproduce. And then when you try to test it again, you can't reproduce it yourself, so you basically have to ignore it and hope that it doesn't happen again in production. Well, if you run your manual tests through Sauce Scout, there's no fear for that anymore. Anything that happens in the browser gets recorded, and it's instantly uploaded in the cloud. So all you need to do is just run your test. When that weird thing happens, you already know that you have a video to share and confirm that there's actually a bug there. So again, once the whole execution is ready, you can click on the play button in the middle, and you will see the video of what happened in the browser live. You can again share all this. I will show you how in a minute. Again, you can see that I opened google.com at that point. I think at a certain point here I googled for Sauce Scout, and then I opened Sauce Labs, but we're not here to watch videos of me clicking around. So once everything's over, you're taken to the Done page, which is this one. There's a share link there where you can choose who you want to email this to, or you want to tweet this to. So in this case, I'm going to email this to myself, sso@saucelabs, and you can even modify the text that's being shared. In this case, I would like to share the following Scout session created using Sauce Labs. Check it out. Looks so bad. and then I just hit the send button. So everything's over, we will clear the to address and we will let you know that it's sent, so that if you want to email more people, you can just keep doing it. If you want to tweet about it, you can also do so. We will add a Scout session link there, so you don't really have to worry about sharing any links. You just write the message that you want and hit tweet, and that'll be it. But we recorded a bug here, and you want to see where that is. So all you need to do is just go to your bugs page. It's going to be linked in from the page after the Scout recording, or in the account menu. You will see the My Bugs option. Let's get there and see what we have. Number one in that list, we have the Sauce Labs looks horrendous in i6 bug that I just recorded. That bug will include both a screenshot that I took, as well as the video of the whole execution, if you want to revisit it. You can share this bug with people in the same way you do with Scout sessions. The good thing is that the bug includes the title and description that you added, and the particular screenshot related to that bug and the video. So all you need to do again is just hit the share button here, fill in the address, and hit send. People get a nice fancy email with let me show you real quick how it looks. Basically what you get is a screenshot of how the screen looks, a link, and the message that you wrote. And I can copy this link and open it on any browser, or without having to log into Sauce Labs without any credentials, and everything will just work outside of the box. So that would be the basic Sauce Scout usage. Again, this is once I click on the link, I get taken to the page. I can see all the screenshots of what happened during the execution. And I can also click on the video and play it again. You will get the details of the platform. In this case, it was i6 on Windows 2003, which is XP. And you get dates about when the test started and when it was over. It lasted 244 seconds, and some more interesting details that you probably don't need right now. Now let me show you, now let's take it to the next level and actually show you some other tools that we included in Scout. I'm gonna choose Firefox 7 now, and I'm gonna check google.com. It's worth pointing out that every time I do this, I'm booting up a live box, and this is, as you can see in the live feed, this is happening in less than 10-15 seconds. I get a box ready for me with the browser I'm looking for. I didn't even wait 10 seconds, and I already have Firefox 7. There's no installation required. There's nothing I need to do other than go into saucelabs.com/scout and choosing Firefox 7 or IE9 or whatever browser you need to test on. And one cool feature that we also include is that we have all the developer tools in our browsers, so that if you find a bug, let me take you to a different page that is not google.com. Let's go to, again, saucelabs.com. I can even hide the top bar so that I make my browser window even bigger. And I can make my browser look full screen too. That will make it even bigger. So now I have a huge browser that is Firefox 7 in Windows. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Firebug and I will pull it out. I can turn on the net panel and analyze all the traffic that is happening in Sauce Labs. So I'm going to refresh the page and we're going to see a full dump of all the traffic happening in Sauce Labs. Or at least that's what it was apparently going to happen. So basically, once you have Firebug on, you can investigate the DOM. As I said, go through the net dump, which I didn't manage to pull out, probably because I don't really know how it works. But you get a full analysis of the page. You can run JavaScript on it. If you enable the console tab, I could make Firefox 7 run some JavaScript if I needed for debugging the bug that I just saw. So yeah, I just got an alert. This is pretty handy for developers using SourceScout to check out their websites and the bugs that they find. You can use, let me change browsers and take you to i9, for example. saucelabs.com, and I'm going to choose i9. And you can pull up the developer tools available for every browser. While you are waiting for your browser, we will show you how to do that on the image that you see here. In this case, for i9, you have to go to the menu and click on developer tools. We also have the help for all the other browsers there. So while you're waiting for your browser to be allocated, it will probably happen pretty fast, but if you have 5 seconds, you can check out how to pull out the developer tools from it. In this case, it's gonna be in the top right. I click on developer tools and I get a similar tool than Firebug. It's developer toolbar, and it's gonna show me a HTML, again, CSS content. You get console and a network profiler, and you can again investigate the DOM and see where the nodes are and what's in them. All of our browsers come with developer tools. You can even pull them up in Opera, so feel free to start debugging using that. There's a lot of bugs to find. Now let me show you one more thing. I managed to, yeah. We went through videos and screenshots. The fact that you don't need to download anything. You get instant access to your browsers. Now let's talk about testing internal applications. That's a pretty cool feature that people get surprised we can do, even using browsers in the cloud. So when we talk about internal applications, I'm talking about things like a Rails server that I built in my own box. So let me take you to a Rails environment that I have here. So I have the basic Rails app, and if I type Rails server, that is going to boot Rails in localhost port 3000, as you may know. This is not restricted to Rails applications. You can do so with any web server that you have running either in your own box, in localhost, or in an internal IP inside your infrastructure. Anything that your computer can't see will be able to be accessed through Sauce Connect and Sauce Labs. So I just booted Rails. So if I open localhost port 3000, I will have a Rails application. Let me boot that up. Yeah, you can see that I'm looking at a standard Rails app with some listing. So the way to be able to access this box in Sauce Labs, even though it's in localhost, is by using Sauce Connect. So if I go to saucelabs.com/account, that's the first place you get in as soon as you create your account, or as soon as you log in. You will see that the last option there is Sauce Connect. Now if you click on the connect word, you will be taken to the documentation on how to download and set up Sauce Connect. Basically, as this graph shows, the goal in Sauce Connect is to make our browsers in the cloud to be able to access your internal web server. And it all happens through a rainbow, as you can see. Basically, all you need to do is just click on this link and download the zip file from Sauce Connect, which I am not going to do because I'm prepared for this presentation and I already have Sauce Connect. As soon as you extract the zip file, you get a list of a directory with all this content. You will have a notice file, a jar, a license, and that's basically it. So the way you run Sauce Connect is outlined here in the documentation. All you need to do is open a command line, open a terminal in Mac, open CMD in Windows, and you need to cd inside the directory in which you unzipped Sauce Connect. If you don't really know how to use the terminal, or it's hard to find your way through your directories, I advise you to move the Sauce Connect directory inside C and just try to cd inside there. It's going to be just faster. So basically, once you're in, all you need to do is just copy what we give you from our website into your clipboard by clicking on this paste button, and then just paste it in your terminal. As you can see, it's basically java-jar sauceconnect.jar, and then my username and my access key. So that's what I did. When I hit enter, Sauce Connect will be booted, and I'm getting an outdated message. I should probably get the latest version. Seems like a new one came up not too long ago. So basically, as soon as I run it, I get that the tunnel is provisioned, deploying, and booting. Let me guys get back in a second while we wait for Sauce Connect to be booted. I'll be back in a bit. All right, sorry for the delay. So once Sauce Connect is in, you will get a message saying connected, you may start your tests. That means that now all the traffic that your browser can, all the web servers that your browser can open, like localhost port 3000, will now be available in our cloud. So all I'm going to do is go to saucelabs.com/scout, or I could just go to my account page or just log in. And I'm going to write the same URL here, localhost port 3000/proyectos, and let's just Firefox 7. Basically now a new browser will come up for me. Again, all these browsers are brand new, no setup, no configuration, and no users touching them before you do. And as soon as I get the browser, I will be taken to my application. So I did get the browser already. So you can see the application is right there, localhost port 3000. And I can log in and start clicking around, and all the traffic will end up in my Rails server, as you can see in the log of all the traffic going on, both in Rails and in Sauce Connect. A couple of cool features about Sauce Connect is that it has its own caching server. So all the stuff that goes through the wire gets cached, and static files will not need to go again through the tunnel, which makes things faster. And again, you can use developer tools to debug all this. So you can use the cloud for testing any browser independently, whether it's public or in your own server, in your own infrastructure. Once everything is done, you can track usage. of your scout time. So if you go to saucelabs.com/account, and we're going into the advanced section of the presentation, we have browser developer tools, and now we're going to do tracking usage. You have a list of usage, a pretty quick usage info list with the minutes that you used in the last few months. And if you click on the usage info link, you'll be taken to a mini dashboard that will give you a minutes overview of what you've been using per day, per browsers. You can create sub accounts, so you will get a list of your sub accounts and how many minutes those used, and everything by month. So you can go back and check out what happened last month or the day or the month before. And one last thing I wanted to show you is that you can even do Sauce Scout in parallel. There's no need for you to wait for the browsers to be ready. If you want to interact with two browsers with each other, or if you want to just boot up a website in 5 browsers at a time, all you need to do is just open new tabs with Scout. So I'm going to open IE8 here. I'm going to go to Scout again, and I'm going to open it. Let's say I'm going to do Google Chrome now. And I'm going to open a new tab again. And I'm going to do, say, Opera 11. So basically, I already have IE8 here with my internal application loaded. I already have Google Chrome available. They're all running in parallel. You can just click around in one of the browsers, then move on to the next tab. You can see that the browser is outlined in the tab name, so it makes it a little bit easier to figure out what you're looking at. And we have Opera 11. Well, Opera is still being booted, but it's going to come up anytime. There's no restriction in the amount of Scout sessions you can use. Be aware of, though, that every minute eaten by one box is going to be reduced from your account. So if you do 3 browsers at a time, every minute is going to be reduced 3 times. So that's basically it. So you can see a Scout is super simple. It's just a manual testing tool. It saves you from having to install browsers. As you can see, I'm on a Mac, so I don't have IE9. And if I want to test a website in IE9, Scout is the easiest solution available. All you need to do is just click around, type the URL, and get to the website. Now let's check the questions. If you guys want to ask something, write it in the GoToWebinar panel. I'll be happy to read that out and answer for you. So Roni is asking, does the session time change for different account packages? Right now, no. We provide you a 20-minute session per Scout session. We could change that limit. So far, users feel like 20 minutes is pretty much all they need. If you guys think differently, we'll be happy to consider our other options, or maybe giving you the possibility to increase that number. Basically, what we don't want to do is to put a super huge session span, because if you leave your browser open with that session in, it will be consuming your time. We will not kill the session until you leave the browser or you hit the stop button. So it's basically a safety net that we put to make sure we don't eat all of our users' minutes if they forget the browser open. And the second question was if the session time was limited due to the video file size. Not really. As I said before, basically we're putting a limit in the session to put a safety net for our users, so that if you forget your browser open with the Scout running, you don't really run over all your minutes. Again, if you'd like to have a possibility to increase that time or change it, we'll be happy to consider that. Just shoot us an email at help@saucelabs or go to our forums. There's a feature request forums where we can discuss that further, and probably other users can check it out, and upvote it to make the improvements, make it sooner. So seems like I was pretty clear. I don't have any other questions from you guys. So thanks for tuning in. If you have other questions, you can go to support.saucelabs.com, as you can see in the presentation. And there's a forums tab, and there's a full forum for Sauce Scout, where you can, let me scroll down there. Yeah, there's a full Sauce Scout forum, so you can have get started questions. There's advanced topics you can ask, and error reports. Feel free to head in there, and we'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.